on our passage, who can tell me the title? What is the title of this passage, Mara?
Follow the leader.
Follow the leader. Very good. Now, right here, boys and girls, I have a graphic source. What kind of graphic source is this, Charlie? A picture. Remember, a picture or any graphic source can help tell you what we're about to read about. What do you think this story might be about? Lainey, what do you think?
Ducks.
Ducks. Who has another prediction? What do you think, Libby?
Someone bringing home ducks.
Oh, bringing home ducks. Why do you think they're bringing home ducks?
Because they're in a box.
They're in a box. If ducks live in the wildlife, are they in a box? No. Good prediction, Libby. Allie, what do you think this story's going to be about? Can you make a prediction?
I think that somebody found them, so they took them home to, take care of them.
Okay. All right, I want everyone at the beginning of your passage for me. I'm going to read, and you're going to follow along. Remember, if you see a word or a phrase that you're not sure about what it means, we circle it, and then we'll come back to it, and we'll figure out its meaning. Sarah, Grandpa called as he came in the door. Come see what I brought from Bert's feed store. He was carrying a big flat box that was making faint peeping noises. Boys and girls, let's highlight that word, faint. That's kind of a funny word. What do you think faint means? What does that word mean, faint? Blake, what do you think?
You can barely hear it.
Oh, you can barely hear it. Very good. So we're not having little ducks that are passing out, are we? No, you can barely hear their peeping noises. Boys and girls, can y'all show me what faint peeping noises would sound like? Very good. Okay. Now, was her prediction, and Allie, she kind of had the same prediction. Were we on the right track? Did we find these ducks somewhere? How do you know that from paragraph 1? What tells you that these ducks were found? Winston, what tells you that in paragraph 1?
Because they went to Bert's feed store.
They went to Bert's feed store. Very good. So those ducks were not just from the wild. Let's go ahead and highlight Bert's feed store. We might need that later to know where our ducks came from. These little peepers will not stay yellow for long. What do you think they're talking about when they say little peepers? What's a little peeper, Liza Grace?
A little duckling.
Let's make a note right next to that where it says little peepers. All right, boys and girls, so we're going to make a note that says a little peeper is a little duckling. So later we can go back and use our note to help us with that vocabulary. And then let's keep reading. The last thing we read about was 2 skinny, wet bodies that bobbled out. Bobbled, that's kind of a funny word. What do you think bobbled means? Allie, what do you think?
Kind of like just waddling out.
Let's look at number 1. Which sentence shows why Grandpa thinks the ducks can be helpful? Go back and look at some of your notes, and let's see if we can find a note where Grandpa says the ducks are helpful. I think I kind of remember making that note towards the end. All right, Mara, why don't you go click the answer for me? Very good. Great, Mara, read me your answer.
It says they like to eat flies, termites, and mosquitoes. I read in the
Mara, why does this answer show that Grandpa thinks they are helpful?
Because they might have termites, mosquitoes, and flies in their yard, and they want them to go away.
And so who's helping them go away?
The ducklings.
How are they helping them go away?
Because they're gonna eat them.
They're gonna eat them. Excellent job, Mara. Thank you. Thumbs up if you had A as your answer. Excellent job. Now let's look at this. It says by the end of summer, they have red lumpy mass. Does that tell you any way that they're helping Grandpa?
No.
Let's look at C. They will keep them in the yard as pets. Is that true?
Yes.
Yes, that's a true answer. But is that supporting why they are helpful?
No.
No. They were also friendliest ducklings. Is that true? Yeah, but does that support why they're helpful?
No.
No. This is our writing prompt to go along with the passage we just read. Who can read me that writing prompt? Libby, will you read me just the question?
Which part of the story is shown in the picture? Use details from the story to support your answer.
Great. Libby, what picture do you think they're talking about in your passage?
The one at the top.
Great. Remember that graphic source we found and we talked about? Which part of our story is shown in that picture? Now, the second part is very important because it says, use details from the story to support your answer. What do you think is shown in the picture? What part of the story, Charlie?
The part where Sarah's grandfather brings in the ducks and places them on the table.
Great, Charlie. So it shows the ducks in, what are they still in, Charlie?
The box.
A box. Excellent. Damien, what else do you think?
I think that it's in paragraph 5 because that's when they see the eggs that are still in the box.
The eggs, very good.
And it looks like he's bringing home the ducklings in the box.
Excellent. So Libby thinks it's kind of in the beginning when Grandpa's bringing home the ducks. So that box, Kion, probably represents what?
Them coming home.
Them coming home.